Hello there. Let me start my timer, 10 minutes. All right, esteemed teachers, uh, parents, and students. I know every year I've got some parents who are teachers as well. And esteemed, whatever you do, thank you so much for coming to the open house. I just want to take this 10 minutes to let you know a little bit about how our class works for seventh grade math. I have three totally different types of classes. So I'll address each of them a little bit. And then I just want to show the parents exactly everything we're going to be doing mostly on the regular. And I apologize again. I'm out sick. I had no symptoms. My wife got symptoms, and we went and got tested. And the nurse said I was barely positive, so I must have just started it. So I hope to be back Friday or next Monday. Hot and cold sweats, coughs. As the kids, I apologize all the time because I'll have some coughing fits while I'm making videos for them. I think I can do 10 minutes without a coughing fit, but I feel much better. The first few days were the worst. Achy still, and just get winded and weak from doing physical things. But for contact tracing or anything like that, I had no close proximity to anyone, especially without my mask off. My mask is always on in school, and and the nurse and some of the other teachers will tell you, like, I'm one of the biggest proponents of following the protocols. I'm constantly telling my kids stories and reminding them to wash their hands before every meal because you don't know who's touching the doorknobs or who is, if every student is wiping their desk as good as the next. So I encourage them always swipe their desk as good as they can. Anyway, so love all the kids. I feel so bad. I was just getting to know them. Like to have a little fun and laugh and learn. No pressure. Some people hate math. My very first principal in Harlingen before I came here, he said, think of all the best people at anything in the world, like the best musician, the best architect, the best businessman or woman, anything. Okay. They all had classes they hated or didn't like in school. So don't be offended if mine is that class. Now, I do have a pre-AP class and I have a sixth grade accelerated class. So those are some high performers. And then I have a seventh grade regular class. So that one has a little bit more of the people that may just not be as good at math or hate math. And I can respect that. So all I try to do is have a little fun, tell some stories, make some jokes, and show them strategies and repeat and drill over and over and over. I'm also a coach. So I just really believe in practice and no pressure. Just you got to if you do the work, you'll do well. You'll do well enough anyway. So we've always had really high scores in math. My kids that took STAR last year, 97% passed. I only had one student who didn't pass that came in and took STAR. So we were very happy about that. Morris destroyed district. Our scores were close to normal in a non-COVID year, and everybody else's scores were like way down there. So we're really happy with our system and how we do things here. We have great seventh grade teachers, and I'm just proud to be a part of this team. Okay, so here's kind of what happens every day. I'm going to show you our journal and IXL and a couple of things, but just in general, so you know, when they come in, I haven't really had do now problems like I normally have when I'm there, and I can go over the problems live. So that's a little different, but since I'm not there, some people have different accommodations or needs in all my classes. So this has kind of worked out well because I'm recording the video lesson from home. I'm getting like sweaty right now, really bad. And then they can go through the video lesson and take their notes at their own pace. So if it takes them a little longer to write or whatever, that's fine. We write one short page of some notes, and then it's just all math problems. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of writing, just the first like 10 minutes of class, or maybe 15 minutes, depending on how many little examples or however I drag it on. So we come in and I'll do notes on a brand new topic, whatever that topic is, and we do it in our journal together. And I'll show you that journal in just a moment. And then we have a foldable that has a bunch of practice problems and sometimes definitions. And we go through all those and do those practice problems. And then today and tomorrow, we actually have an extra worksheet with 24 to 30 extra practice problems to help us get really good. And then there's usually an IXL. Okay, now I'm going to experiment with a whole bunch of different types of homeworks. I did that last year as well. I've just done a couple quizzes this year. That's one particular website that I've used, but there's a bunch of them I'll use off and on to like mix it up. But I'll show you a little bit about IXL and why we love that. Some people hate it or protest it, but let me share my screen. I'm going to disappear here for a minute. So kill my camera and share screen. That's what I'm looking for. Share my screen. Okay, I'm presenting my screen. So let me go to IXL first. So when we've learned a lesson, and I don't know what's up, but this year, even making videos with no students, Google Meets and recording Google Meets is a nightmare. Like, it takes forever for me to stop recording it at the end. So when this video is over, you'll have there's gonna be like 5 minutes at the end of me just waiting to push buttons because it's something so slow. So first, we do everything 7th grade. Occasionally I'll have a 6th grade IXL and I will harp on them over and over and over. It's 6th grade, 6th grade, 6th grade. I always tell them make sure they're logged in up in the top right-hand corner. If you just go to IXL.com, you can do some assignments, whatever assignment I say. But if you're not logged in, you're not going to get credit for a set assignment. So they're supposed to go to clever.com. It's a place where they have a whole bunch of their stuff for school, and they click on an IXL icon and it takes them directly in. They don't need a name or password. Now, at one point this year, I did give everybody name and password so they can go out to IXL.com and sign in direct, but they don't even have to do that. They just go to Clever, then click on IXL, and they're in. So for example, Monday night, we just did algebra today, and I tried to make it fun and silly. And their homework tonight is S6. It's called, so one variable, so there's one letter in the problem, and it's one-step equations. So it might be Q plus 2 equals 7, R minus 2 equals 5, P divided by 5, so it's always just one step to get a solution. They just do the opposite inverse operation. So we did a lesson on it. The coolest thing about IXL, and the reason teachers love IXL, is because if they did not even listen to the lesson, okay, they could come in here and get the wrong answer. Hopefully that might be the right answer. Oh my gosh, I was just trying to throw a number in there. Let's go 13. I know that's not going to be the answer. If they get something incorrect, it does tell them. So they're like, no, I hit 4. Oh, it says I hit 13. So it tells you what you hit. And then it shows you how to get the correct answer. And you can go on to the next one. Okay. And then if you're not feeling comfortable, there's other lessons you can go back and do to get comfortable. Okay. So that's how IXL works. And they usually have to get to either 92 to get 100. I mean, they can stop at 80 and they can get an 80. But the cool thing about IXL, I tell them they can do it to whatever grade they want. A lot of times I'm going to add 10 points to their score, or I'll say get to 92 and I'll give you 100. 92 gets them to a challenge level problem. Oh boy, I'm running out of time. This is all about IXL. So let's get on to our journal. Okay, so here's the journal. And at the front has, I don't know if I gave them their all about me's back yet. There's a thing here which has like the remind and the Google Class code and some other things. There's a formula sheet we're going to use. There's a table of contents. Now theirs is fully filled out. This is my master copy. I still have week 2 lessons to record and put online. So we're now going to be on the second page here. So and then when you go to that assignment, here was today's. Okay, we do 1 page of what our content and language objective is and what we're doing, how we're going to do it. I show some examples. Then we do a foldable. Now this was a crazy one because this was a lot of work today. Algebra is one of the toughest subjects, and I know a lot of people, including myself, used to joke around with people like, I was great at math until they started throwing letters in there. Okay, so now I have pictures of these notes online. I have an online journal. Okay, so if they miss class, they can watch my video and do it live with me. And then they also go, when you go to classwork, oh, whoops. Let me switch. This is tutor time. This isn't. So let me go to one of my classes. When they go to classwork, there's some things up here that aren't in any kind of topics, but everything else is topics. Class videos. Okay, here's today's lesson, one-step equations. So they could listen to it and pause and go through at their own pace. I have all the lessons except for week 2. And then down here's IXLs. Okay, tutor time. If I post tutoring videos, which I will be doing one Thursday after school, I will post one for the test review. Okay, it won't be a live tutoring session, but I'll post a video. Now, sometimes students just go hit submit on all this. and it says that they've done it, but that doesn't mean they've done it. So you have to go to Skyward to check their grades. Last thing I'll say, and the bell's probably going to ring because I'm down to 1 second. You can call the school as a parent and ask for your student's name, username, and password to Skyward so you can check their grades. Okay. This is a report card at the end of this week. It's only 5-week grading period. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. I'll just write this real quick right here. You can always text me direct is the quickest way, 765-772-8347. You can remind message me. Remind messaging and texting me direct are the two quickest ways I get a message. Some people have been emailing me and I get those, but I don't always see them as fast as I see my text. Okay. So looking forward to getting back with the kids next week, but they have all the tools they need to be successful for the test this week. Thank you so much. God bless you and all your families. Love y'all. Have a good night. And now it's going to take forever for me to shut this down. So let's close IXL. Close the KeoCam. So I'm sweating profusely right now. I should have just left that thing open that said stop recording, because now it's an extra step. I click and I gotta wait. Come on. See, if I click a second time, once it shows up, it's gonna disappear. I will text my sub real quick. When you leave, can you leave my door open? Question mark. Because I'm going to have an admin or another teacher walk in and write a YouTube link on my board for people to watch tonight at Meet the Parents Open House. I recorded a short video, period. Have a great night. Thanks for everything, Sylvia. Okay, stop recording. This is so frustrating. Technology, what happened to you? Last year I could have 25 kids in here live recording class and then close it down at the end. I don't know why this is happening. So I clicked on stop recording and I'm waiting. So I can try to click on it again. Okay. I'm done here. Stop recording. Uh-oh, it wasn't ready for me. It's thinking. Is it gonna... Did it register? There's still one more step to stop recording. Hey, quit sharing screen. I didn't tell it to do that. Stop recording. Wonder why it stopped sharing screen on